Welcome to this comprehensive study guide on RNA translation, one of the most fundamental processes in molecular biology. Translation is the second step in gene expression, where the genetic information encoded in messenger RNA is used to synthesize proteins. This process is essential for all life forms and represents the final step in the central dogma of molecular biology. Understanding translation is crucial for IB biology students as it connects genetic information to functional proteins. We will explore each step in detail, from initiation to termination, examining the molecular machinery involved. This presentation will provide you with the knowledge needed to excel in your IB biology examinations and develop a deep understanding of how genetic information becomes functional proteins in living cells. DNA is the biological process by which ribosomes synthesize proteins using the genetic information encoded in messenger RNA molecules. The process occurs in the cytoplasm of prokaryotic cells and on the endoplasmic reticulum or free ribosomes in eukaryotic cells. Translation involves reading the sequence of codons in mRNA and assembling the corresponding amino acids into a polypeptide chain. The process requires three main components: messenger RNA as the template, transfer RNA molecules that carry amino acids, and ribosomes that facilitate the assembly process. Translation is highly regulated and essential for cellular function, as proteins perform most of the work in cells. Understanding this process helps explain how genetic mutations can affect protein function and ultimately organism type or phenotype. The central dogma of molecular biology describes the flow of genetic information from DNA to RNA to proteins, with translation being the final crucial step. This fundamental principle, first proposed by Francis Crick, explains how genetic information stored in DNA is ultimately expressed as functional proteins. Transcription creates mRNA from DNA templates in the nucleus, while translation converts mRNA into proteins in the cytoplasm. Translation is particularly important because it represents the point where genetic information becomes functional molecules that carry out cellular processes. The process is universal across all domains of life, though some variations exist between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Understanding the central dogma helps students appreciate how genetic disorders arise from mutations and how biotechnology applications like genetic engineering work. Translation requires four essential molecular components working together in precise coordination to synthesize proteins accurately. Messenger RNA serves as the template containing the genetic code in the form of three nucleotide codons that specify which amino acids to incorporate. Ribosomes are large ribonucleotide complexes that provide the structural framework and catalytic activity for protein synthesis. Transfer RNA molecules act as adapters, each carrying a specific amino acid and containing an anticodon that pairs with complementary mRNA codons. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, each with unique chemical properties that determine protein structure and function. The interaction between these components must be highly specific and regulated to ensure accurate protein synthesis. Understanding each component's role helps explain how translation errors can lead to defective proteins and cellular dysfunction. The genetic code is the set of rules by which information encoded in genetic material is translated into proteins by living cells. This code consists of 64 possible 3 nucleotide combinations called codons, each specifying one of the 20 standard amino acids or a stop signal. The genetic code is nearly universal across all organisms, demonstrating the common evolutionary origin of life. Most amino acids are encoded by more than one codon, a process called degeneracy or redundancy that provides protection against mutations. The code is read in a non-overlapping manner from a fixed starting point, ensuring accurate translation. Understanding the genetic code is essential for comprehending how DNA mutations affect protein structure and function. This knowledge forms the foundation for genetic engineering, gene therapy, and understanding inherited diseases. Ribosomes are complex molecular machines composed of ribosomal RNA and proteins that catalyze protein synthesis in all living cells. Each ribosome consists of two subunits, a large subunit and a small subunit that come together during translation initiation. The small subunit binds to mRNA and helps position it correctly, while the large subunit contains the catalytic site for peptide bond formation. Ribosomes have three important binding sites. The A site where amino acyl tRNA enters, the P site where the growing peptide chain is held, and the E site where deacylated tRNA exits. The ribosome moves along the mRNA in a process called translocation, reading codons sequentially. Ribosomes are found in the free in the Ribosomes are found free in the cytoplasm or bound to the endoplasmic reticulum in eukaryotes. Understanding ribosome structure helps explain how antibiotics can selectively target bacterial protein synthesis without affecting human cells. Translation initiation is the first phase of protein synthesis where the ribosome assembles around the start codon of mRNA with the first tRNA. In prokaryotes, the small ribosomal subunit directly binds to the Shine-Dalgarno sequence upstream of the start codon on mRNA. In eukaryotes, the process is more complex, involving the 5' cap structure and scanning for the start codon. The initiator tRNA carrying methionine binds to the start codon AUG with help from initiation factors. These protein factors assist in ribosome assembly and are released when the large subunit joins to form the complete ribosome. Proper initiation is crucial for accurate protein synthesis and is highly regulated in response to cellular conditions. Errors in initiation can lead to production of truncated or incorrect proteins. Translation elongation is the phase where the ribosome moves along mRNA, adding amino acids to growing protein chains in a cyclic process. Each elongation cycle involves three main steps: amino acyl tRNA binding to the correct site, peptide bond formation, and translocation. During binding, the correct amino acyl tRNA enters the A site with assistance from the elongation factors, ensuring accuracy through proofreading mechanisms. Peptide bond formation occurs when the amino acid in the P site is transferred to the amino acid in the A site, catalyzed by the ribosome's peptidyl transferase activity. Translocation moves in the ribosome one codon forward, shifting tRNAs from A to P to E sites. The process continues until a stop codon is reached, with the ribosome maintaining reading frame accuracy. Elongation is the most time-consuming phase of translation and is subjected to various regulatory mechanisms that control protein synthesis rates. Peptide bond formation is the central chemical reaction of protein synthesis, where amino acids are covalently linked together to form polypeptide chains. This reaction occurs in the peptidyl transferase center of the large ribosomal subunit, which is composed entirely of ribosomal RNA, making it a ribozyme. The reaction involves the transfer of the growing peptide chain from the tRNA in the P site to the amino acid attached to the tRNA in the A site. This nucleophilic substitution reaction forms a new peptide bond while releasing the tRNA in the P site. The reaction is energetically favorable due to the high energy amino acid bond that was formed during tRNA charging. The ribosome provides the proper orientation and environment for this reaction to occur efficiently and accurately. Understanding peptide bond formation helps explain how the genetic code is translated into the specific sequence of amino acids that determine protein structure and function. Translation termination occurs when the ribosome encounters one of the three stop codons, UAA, UAG, or UGA, which do not code for any amino acid. Instead of amino acid tRNA, these codons are recognized by protein release factors that enter the A site of the ribosome. Release factors mimic the shape of tRNA but promote hydrolysis of the peptide tRNA bond instead of the peptide bond formation. This releases the complete polypeptide chain from the ribosome and allows the ribosomal units to dissociate from the mRNA. The process is assisted by additional factors that help recycle the ribosomal units for future rounds of translation. Proper termination is essential to ensure that proteins are released at the correct length and that ribosomes are available for synthesizing other proteins. Errors in termination can lead to read-through proteins or premature termination, both of which can be detrimental to cellular function. Post-translational modifications are chemical changes that occur to proteins after they have been synthesized by ribosomes, and these modifications are crucial for protein function and localization. Protein folding is often assisted by molecular chaperones that help newly synthesized polypeptides achieve their correct three-dimensional structure. Many proteins undergo chemical modifications such as phosphorylation, methylation, acetylation, or glycosylation that can alter their activity, stability, or interactions. Signal sequences in proteins direct them to specific cellular compartments such as the nucleus, mitochondria, or endoplasmic reticulum. Some proteins are processed by proteolytic cleavage to remove signal sequences or activate enzyme function. Quality control mechanisms ensure that misfolded proteins are either refolded or degraded to prevent cellular damage. Understanding post-translational modifications helps explain how the relatively small number of genes in an organism can produce the vast diversity of proteins needed for cellular function. Translation represents the culmination of gene expression, where the genetic information stored in DNA is finally converted into functional proteins that carry out cellular processes. This process is fundamental to all life and demonstrates the remarkable precision and complexity of cellular machinery. Translation connects genotype to phenotype, explaining how genetic variations can lead to different traits and how mutations can cause disease. The regulation of translation allows cells to control protein production in response to changing conditions and developmental signals. Understanding translation is essential for comprehending modern biotechnology applications such as genetic engineering, gene therapy, and the development of antibiotics that target bacterial protein synthesis. For IB biology students, mastering the concepts of translation provides a foundation for understanding molecular biology, genetics, and cellular processes. This foundation will serve you well in advanced biology courses and potential careers in medicine, research, or biotechnology. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and check out Dr. B's tutorials on Amazon for full AP and IB study guides. See the first link in the comment below. For more tutorials and test prep videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dr. B's Tutorials.